Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. American Pickers star Mike Wolfe has been slammed on social media for only featuring male collectors on his show. Viewers criticized Mike, 59, for not showing more women on American Pickers after the show posted a clip on Facebook. The History Channel series uploaded a snippet from one of its episodes, which showed Mike and his co-star Danielle, 48, checking out some vintage motorbikes. In the comments, one viewer bashed the show for being centered on vehicles and appealing more to males. Please branch out and also pick dishware, jewelry, vintage home decor, etc., they asked. Getting bored with bikes and cars all the time. Feels like I am watching a car show. How about featuring a team of female pickers each show? Or better yet, create a spin-off show of more interest to women, the Facebook user added. Throughout the month of March, 13 clips from the show have been shared on its Facebook page. Of the 13, nearly half featured some kind of automobile, and all but 2 featured a male collector, either alone or with a spouse. Prior to the airing, Mike shared an Instagram sneak peek of moments from the episode where he was checking out a rundown train. In the caption, he appeared to beg fans to tune in, following the show's dip in ratings for season 25. Last call to watch tonight's episode of American Pickers on the History Channel. Don't miss this train at 9/8C, Mike wrote. Mike currently stars in the reality series alongside Danielle, his brother Robbie, 63, and Jersey John Shelley, 60. American Pickers Mike Wolfe models vintage jacket in episode sneak peek as fans swoon over hot star. Along with watching the show, he has also been asking fans to visit his antique archaeology stores as ratings for American Pickers have been up and down. The 2-part premiere of season 25 aired in December, which had 723,000 viewers for the first episode and 676,000 for the second. Last year's season 24 premiere on January 4, 2023, had 943,000 fans tuned in. The new season saw Mike returning to the show with his brother Robbie as his co-star, replacing former lead Frank Fritz. Frank was let go from the network in 2021 after taking a 2-year break to recover from back surgery. Fans have since expressed their frustration with the show, often calling for American Pickers to remove Robbie as host. Some viewers also called out Mike's brother after a clip from the show was shared on the History Channel's TikTok account. The video showed Robbie going through a couple's old junk room to find valuable vintage items. He ended up finding a large light-up sign from Minnesota for the beer brand Hams, made between the 1940s and 1960s. 15 years ago, I would have walked right by these, but the collecting field has changed, Robbie said. There are newer collectors coming into it that remember these signs growing up. While it seemed Robbie naturally happened upon the antique, some fans thought the scene appeared to be staged. The show sucks, now it's all staged, one wrote on the TikTok. American Pickers is fake, but as far as I've seen it stays within the realm of possibility, another slammed on Reddit. That show's still on. That show felt more fake than Pawn Stars, a third jabbed. For over a decade, American Pickers has been a staple of the History Channel, taking viewers on treasure hunts through barns, garages, and forgotten roadside relics across the country. But while the thrill of the pick remains strong, the show has recently come under fire, not for what it finds, but for who is doing the finding. Longtime host Mike Wolfe is now facing backlash from fans who are calling out the show's overwhelmingly male-dominated cast. Many are demanding that American Pickers diversify its lineup and feature topics that appeal to a broader audience, particularly women. As the show struggles with declining ratings, this criticism raises the question, is it time for American Pickers to change with the times? Since its debut in 2010, American Pickers has largely been centered around the adventures of Mike Wolfe and his former co-host, Frank Fritz. The duo spent years traveling America, digging through hidden collections and striking deals with fellow, mostly male, collectors. When Frank left the show in 2021 due to health issues and a highly publicized fallout with Wolfe, his spot was filled by Mike's brother, Robbie Wolfe. Danielle, a fan favorite from the early seasons, remained part of the cast, but her on-screen presence has been significantly reduced over time. Now, with the majority of pickers and collectors featured on the show being men, viewers are taking notice, and they're not happy. Social media has been flooded with comments from fans who feel that American Pickers is missing out on a huge opportunity by not showcasing more women in the world of antiques and collectibles. It's the same thing every episode. A bunch of guys looking at car parts and signs. Can we get some women on this show? Where are the female collectors? Women love history and antiques just as much as men. I used to love watching American Pickers, but lately it feels like a boys' club. Let's mix it up a bit. It's not that female pickers don't exist, far from it. The world of antiques, vintage fashion, and collectibles is filled with talented women who have built careers out of their passion for history. Yet, American Pickers has rarely featured them in significant roles. One of the only women with a strong presence on the show was Danielle, who ran the shop back home and occasionally joined Mike and Frank on picks. Fans loved her edgy style and deep knowledge of antiques, particularly when it came to vintage burlesque and circus memorabilia. However, in recent seasons, her role has diminished, leading some viewers to speculate that the show has intentionally shifted away from a more balanced perspective. Danielle was one of the best parts of the show. She brought a cool, different energy that balanced out all the talk about motorcycles and gas station signs. Why don't they use her more? Others have pointed out that many of the collectors visited on the show are also men, reinforcing the sense that American Pickers primarily caters to a male audience. I can't be the only woman watching who would love to see more episodes about things like vintage jewelry, antique textiles, or historic home decor. One viewer commented on a recent episode's YouTube clip. Not just motorcycles and car signs every week. If American Pickers wants to respond to the criticism and attract a broader audience, there are a few ways they could shake up their format. 1. Feature more female pickers. There's no shortage of talented women in the world of antiques. The show could easily bring in guest pickers or even introduce a female co-host to travel alongside Mike Wolfe. Some fans have suggested bringing Danielle on more picks, letting her take center stage in episodes. Others have proposed reaching out to well-known female antique dealers, appraisers, or collectors to showcase different perspectives. 2. Expand the types of items being picked. While old cars, gas station signs, and motorcycle memorabilia are fascinating, American Pickers could introduce more variety by highlighting collectibles with broader appeal. Vintage fashion and accessories from different eras. Antique home decor, furniture, and kitchenware. Historical artifacts related to women's history, famous female-owned businesses, and their memorabilia. A show that has been running for as long as American Pickers needs fresh content to stay relevant. Diversifying the types of picks could attract new viewers while keeping longtime fans engaged. 3. Visit more women collectors and sellers. There are plenty of female collectors with incredible stories to tell, and the show has an opportunity to highlight them. Featuring more women in the seller role would not only add diversity, but also introduce new perspectives on the world of picking. The backlash against American Pickers' male-dominated cast comes at a crucial time. The show has been struggling with ratings decline, and bringing in new audiences could be the key to its survival. But will Mike Wolfe and the History Channel take action? So far, neither Wolfe nor the network have directly responded to the criticism. However, the increasing volume of complaints suggests that they might not be able to ignore the issue much longer. Some fans have even suggested boycotting the show until they see changes. A recent Reddit thread about the topic included comments like, "I stopped watching after they replaced Frank with another guy. They had a chance to mix things up and didn't take it. If they won't bring in female pickers, maybe it's time for a new picking show that does." Others remain hopeful that the show will listen to its audience and evolve. I love American Pickers and don't want it to go away. If they make some changes, I'll keep watching. There's no denying that American Pickers has made an impact on reality television. It has introduced millions of people to the thrill of the hunt, the value of forgotten relics, and the importance of preserving history. But as times change, the show must decide whether it wants to change with them. With the criticism growing louder, the ball is now in Mike Wolfe's court. Will he acknowledge the calls for more diversity? Will the show introduce female pickers and highlight topics that appeal to a wider audience? Or will American pickers continue down the same road, potentially alienating a significant portion of its viewership?